Hello again from CES 2019. We are here with Medically Home. Company is based in Massachusetts, in Boston, I believe, right?
Yeah, correct.
And we reported about the company last year, about their efforts to move a lot of care and trials and into home environment to decrease costs of healthcare. So please tell. We are pleased to have Rami Karjan here. He's CEO, correct? Of the company, and he's going to tell us about the latest efforts of the company. Thank you for having us.
Oh, thank you for that. We've made a couple of big advancements since last year. The first of which is we've announced our partnership with Mass General and Stand Up to Cancer to treat oncology patients within the model, so that we're able to manage them at home and provide a better experience for them. That's the first one. The second big advancement since last year is we've also expanded to post-surgical patients and providing hospital-based care for post-surgical patients in a new geography for us, which is in Indiana.
Okay. And what are your latest announcements? Is it MGH, and what about technology? Where are you moving with that?
Yeah, so on the technology front, we've started to work closely with a few devices that provide biometric data to us. So we've enhanced our partnership with Vital Connect, and that's been going very well.
Right.
We've also started to implement a new EMR, and we've done that with a company called HCS, and that's been really good for us as well. So that's kind of upgrading our technology capabilities with third-party partners so that we're leveraging the best of what's already available.
And this EMR, they provide EMR services where? In nursing homes or hospitals, at home, online?
Yeah. So HCS typically provides EMR services for long-term acute care facilities, so they're used to both acute care and post-acute care. Okay. That fits really well with our model because we're providing an integrated episode of care for 30 days to replace both the hospitalization and all of the care that follows hospitalization.
How is company doing?
Company is doing great. We're expanding. We are also expanding our geographies. So when we met last year, we were just in Massachusetts, the greater Boston area. Now we're also in Massachusetts, but we're expanded into Indiana, and we should be launching actually in a couple weeks in New Jersey, northern New Jersey as well.
And who are you partnering with in terms of smaller clinics, facilities outside or like regional networks?
Yeah, so we tend to have two types of partners. One is we're partnering with payers that are looking to increase the quality and the outcome but reduce the cost. So we're partnering with one payer in Indiana, a different payer in New Jersey, different set of payers in Massachusetts. We're also partnering with either large independent physician groups or integrated health systems. And all of them want to deliver better care with better outcomes to their patients at a lower cost. And so we support them in doing that.
Can you remind our readers about how your system works?
Sure. So there's three elements of a virtual hospital. The first part is transforming the patient's home into a temporary hospital, and we put devices that provide monitoring and access for that. The second piece is we have clinicians 24/7 in our mission control, doctors, nurses, and nurse practitioners to care for the patients remotely. And then third, we now have over 100 partners that provide care in the home as directed by our physicians and our nurses. So that's essentially the effector arm to provide the care in the home when it's needed. Everything from x-rays, infusion nurses, phlebotomy. And that's also different since last year, by the way. Last year we probably had 20, 30 partners. Now we've expanded that to over 100.
How many patients?
So we're now able to treat patients in those three geographies. We're ramping up slowly. Our census has sort of topped out at about 10 patients at any point in time.
And what about your business model? How do you sell your service?
So our business model, two big ways to think about it. Either we provide all of the care on behalf of the payers and the systems.
And you decrease their costs.
And we decrease their costs and we get a bundle payment, or we give all the tools, protocol, software for a licensed customer to provide it themselves, in which case we charge a small amount per patient to enable them to do that.
So basically, okay. What else would you like to tell us, our readers?
Look, nothing. I think the big thing is this idea of providing virtual care in the home, acute care, has come. Medically Home is at the forefront, but there's a lot of people, a lot of systems and payers that are really, really driving for this. And this year feels very different than last year in terms of the adoption from the market for that.
I mentioned earlier that, I was spend time in other with the other technology providers like Philips or AT&T, and there is a lot of enthusiasm about 5G. And right now, obviously, you are not in that space, but it seems like monitoring and providing continuous flow of data from devices, from implantable devices, from prosthetics, from even Wi-Fi systems that monitor what's going on with individuals, like patients. They can detect now people falling. Do you have any plans to collaborate with? Do you looking at what's your vision of the future?
Yeah, so we're very excited about the potential for 5G to provide continuous data for our clinicians. There's a lot of new devices that are going to keep coming out, which is great. Our fundamental belief is if you don't have doctors and nurses that are there 24/7 to evaluate the data back from those devices,
right,
you're not really harnessing the power of those devices. So we think it's a combination of the broadband to have continuous data,
technology and human
and
factor.
the human people to help
Right,
interpret and then take action based on that.
Right. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.